Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 7, presented by Gigabyte, co-presented by GameX, official Cyber Cafe Mineski Infinity.
Official monitor, ViewSonic, official gaming partner, Garena.
Yes, and I am, of course, Asarai with an eye, and alongside here with me is...
Manji.
Yes, so now you can see the Ban and Pick Phase. Game 2 na tayo po, ladies and gentlemen, between GHub.ARR versus
Nakakapagpabagabag. Game 2 mga kaibigan. At ang nanalo sa Game 1 natin ay ang GHub.ARR. At nandito na tayo ngayon sa Pick and Ban Phase. Pero nasa Pick Phase na tayo. Tapos na tayo sa Ban Phase.
Wow.
At tingnan natin, kanina binan. Kanina binan yung gangplank na yan. Ngayon, binan ulit yung gangplank na yan. Ayaw talaga nila ibigay kay Bolivia yan ng nakakapagpabagabag.
Yes,
kumbaga siguro respect ban ata ang tawag dyan, pare ko paring Asuray.
Yes, but looking into it though, na binan ng G-Hub ang Morgana.
Oo.
Pero sila yung gumamit ito.
Gumamit ng Morgana kanina.
Yeah, it was actually Zhao who was using it, and napaka-on point ng Dark Binding niya. Sobrang tindi na first of all, it allowed Valbert in the bottom lane to get the kills. Tapos nag-transition sa mid lane, naka-instant kill agad dun sa mid laner ng nakakapa.
Ng G-Hub. Instant kill agad.
For the G-Hub mid laner. Yes. But looking into it, yes, yun na nga, binan na rin nila yung Dr. Mundo. Ayaw na nila may makitang frontliner na sobrang hirap patayin. Especially na, yun na nga, sobrang may pagkakamali si King dun sa jungle niya, kaya hindi siya nag-go in as
ito naman, ano to si King? Tryndamere, ano sa tingin mo yan? Jungle o top?
Looking into it, most likely going to be the top lane Tryndamere, but pwede din siya sa jungle. Ang strength para sa akin ng isang jungle Tryndamere is that you can slow your opponents, all of them in one instance. Activate mo lang yung yung sigaw mo, tapos bumabagalan sila. But yung micro dito is, harapan mo si Tryndamere, wala silang slow pag nakatalikod lang. But looking into it, pwede din siya maging mas maganda siya para sa akin maging top lane na lang. Tapos farm all day the top lane, get your items early, never mind nag-mastery sila. But look, alright. Nag-mastery sila.
Master Yi.
Never
Alpha
mind.
Strikers, mga kaibigan. Alpha Strikers Gaming. Master Yi. Basic season. Ano season niya na uso? Season 1, Season 2, Jungle.
I don't know.
Hindi ko alam. Basta.
Pero natatanda ko sa Master Yi.
Basic tayo, mga kaibigan.
Kung alam mo yung kay Alex H, yung AP Master Yi, yun eh.
AP?
AP Master Yi. Bago pa yung sa rework niya. Yung sobrang taas ng AP ratio ng kanyang Alpha Strike, yung mga alatipo na isang Q niya, kalahati agad buhay mo, tapos reset ka na
naabutan ko pa po ata yan, paring Asuray.
Alright, so looking into it right now, ang ginagawa na napaka dito is, I'm looking into it, they're just going for comfort picks.
Comfort picks nila to mga kaibigan.
And just hoping that these comfort picks will allow them to just, be dominant against the composition of G-Hub. But G-Hub looking very dominant with the composition, going in for, let's say, one of the top tier ADRs right now. Aside from the Misfortune, aside from the Tristana and the Jinx, you have the Lucian in your pocket.
River Fever, mga kaibigan. Pustahan tayo ang gagamitin yan. Ang napakausong River Fever na What Do You Mean? Dash in, dash out.
Yes,
na
exactly.
Lucian na yan. Yan ang uso ngayon yan.
Dahil nga kasi ang malalakas ngayon na mga ADRs in the early stages of the game is the caster ADR. And Lucian is that guy who benefits most, or one of the ADRs who benefits the most out of it.
Lalo na kapag cast ka ng cast, tapos biglang double shot. Naku, River Fever.
Exactly. And he has the Braum. And this is like the kill lane. One of the kill lanes. For example, ang isang famous kill lane, yung mga old school, is the Graves and Leona. Meron tayong medyo higher up na mga medyo bago, but much more newer, which is the Braum and the Lucian. Kasi nga, yung passive na Lucian, double hit agad, di ba?
Double hit.
With the concussive blows of the Braum, mas mabilis mag-stack up yung stun niya.
Oo nga, napakagandang combo pala.
And looking into it, I was surprised na kumuha sila ng support Zyra.
Support Zyra. Pang disengage.
Yeah, against a Braum and a Lucian who can actually just kite. and harass from afar these two bottom laners of napaka
naku, malambot yung Zyra. Kaya sabi mong Chani yan, may unbreakable tong si
exactly. Tapos, ang piercing light yung Q ni Lucian is instant harass na hindi siya mapapunish ng composition ng duo bot ni Nakapaka. So, we might see here, I'm hoping to see here a lane swap and then buddy system for Napaka. But we'll see first kasi that's the, if you're gonna go for a Vayne against a Lucian, you're just more on for the 2v1, swap lane and just keep farming the Vayne. Go into that phase of the game wherein the Vayne can actually be, be that hyper carry for the team.
Kaso meron din naman silang Alpha Strike Boy dito. Tingnan natin.
Yeah,
mukhang mahilig sila sa mga jungle na mga old school, no?
Hopefully makita natin si Master Yi. Kasi, pag jungle Master Yi, you're looking at it as a policy.
Anong policy?
Policy, pare. Police na Master Yi.
Okay.
Yun ang naiisip ko si Master Yi din. In the early stages of the game. And then pag nag-late game na or nag-mid game na and he starts getting his items, super fast split pusher and then
push na yan.
And hyper carry na rin siya.
Bahala kayo sa buhay ko. Chap-chap ako dito mga tore.
Yeah. Ganun. And looking into it right now.
Pinik nila yung bagong hero.
Yeah, si Illaoi. That's gonna be a lane bully versus a lane bully Renekton. Pero para sa akin kasi, yung skills ni Illaoi is slower.
Yan, pare.
Yung pagbagsak niya ng skills niya, in terms of yung skills, yung pagbagsak talaga ng skills, is slower compared to the Renekton. So Renekton, dash in, call the meek yung spin to win niya, dash out, tapos si Illaoi just dodge yung hatak.
Yung soul something.
Oo.
Actually, yung Illaoi na yan, sa mga kumbaga trip niya yung hero na yan, no? Passive, para sa akin, no? Para sa akin, parang napaka-passive niya. Pero, ang nagpapalakas dyan, yung mga tentacle gaming niya, yung mga humahampas. Yun kasi nagpapalakas niya. Pag in-instant na dinoble yung kanyan, tapos malapit ka sa mga octopus man yan, hahampasin ka niya na malakas. Well, itong si Renekton, makunat yan, pare. Kahit sabi mong hampas-hampasin siya ng magic damage ng, AD. Actually, AD scaling pala to si Illaoi ba? Illaoi. Hindi ako sure kung kaya niyang haras-harasin yan sa top. So, feeling ko baka mid Illaoi yan, top Vlad. Tapos, ewan ko, baka pwede sila mag-switch, no?
We'll see though, kasi ang mid lane ng G-Hub is the Annie and going for a Vlad is actually pretty safe kasi kahit sabihin natin na ma-burst, actually hindi ma-burst, ma-catch off ang Vlad. Kung hindi siya ma-burst down fast enough, Sanguine Pool, walk away.
Oo, tama.
Yun na lang yun. And he can sustain with the transfusion. Just, keep lasting the creeps. Just keep getting that regen in your lane.
Lifesteal.
Yeah. But, nakikita ko dito, ang composition talaga ng Nakakapa is more on just lane dominance and comfort picks na lang. And then, permers ng teamfight presence. But ang teamfight presence nila is super liit. Na kailangan dapat napaka-clump together ng composition ng G-Hub dito. And the only thing that can actually allow this na may tool for Nakakapa for this to happen is the Zyra. Yung knock-up niya. But then, that's not an instant CC. You have to wait for the knock-up. Pero may slow naman siya. But then, yun nga, medyo mahirap kasi yung ultimate ni Illaoi is you have to target your opponent or you have to get your opponents in that area.
Malapit kayo dapat sa kanya.
Kaya, kasi dapat depende sa dami ng kalaban mo, dun yung dami nalalabas na tentacles.
Na tentacles.
And for Vlad din naman, yung kanyang ultimate din, you have yung sabog dugo.
Sabog dugo! Ngayon nyo lang marinig yan dito. Sabog dugo ang ultimate.
You have to note, you have to note din na that is just a very little area of effect lang din.
Feeling ko aasa dito ang nakakapagpabagabag sa parang Pitas Gaming ulit. Tingnan natin. Kasi ang stand lang naman nila na makukuha dito is kay Zyra lang.
Yes.
Wala silang ibang stand dito. Well, sa opposing side na G-Hub, marami silang pang-initiate. Meron silang Braum. Meron silang Ani Batumbakal. Meron silang, si Lee Sin Man, Soulja Man. Na, pag nag-Dragon Rage yan, tingnan natin. Marami rin silang pantakas dito. May dash in, dash out yung Lucian, tsaka yung Renekton, pati rin yung Lee Sin. So, tingnan natin, lamang sa CC dito ang G-Hub, well, para sa akin.
Yes, and yun nga, and nakita mo dito, yung kasi, para masabihin to, yung kanilang siege potential din ng G-Hub, meron sila because of that Lucian. You know, the Kaling. He can just clear out the waves fast enough because yung ultimate niya, it does more damage onto the creeps or the minions rather than champions. But, yeah, and yung engage din nila is, kasabi mo na napakasakit din and napaka-instant.
Sila mag-uumpisa niyan, for sure. Kumbaga, aasa lang dito yung nakakapagpabagabag sa, kung halimbawa, may mastan si Ton, no? Hunted Zyra pa yan, no? Pag na-stun niya, pwedeng i-hook shot yung hook na pang soul ni Illaoi. Tapos, na-try nilang bawas-bawasan, then Alpha Striker na Mastery.
Test of Spirit.
Ayun, Test of Spirit ang tawag. Tapos Harsh Lesson. Yan, medyo ang ano dito kay Illaoi yung Vessel eh. Doon siya aasa, lalo na pagkatapat. Kung magtatap yan, or kung magmimid yan. Kasi kung Ani ang katapat niya, medj kaya niya yan. Dahil pag na-Vessel yung Ani na yan, lalabas yung mga tentacles sa tabi ni Ani, hahampas-hampasin siya nun. Mabagal pa naman normal yan si Ani. Si Renekton, kaya niya patayin agad yun. Mabilis pa naman siya gumala.
We'll see though. Pero but I think yung matchup talaga is gonna be the mid Ani versus the mid Vlad and then top Illaoi. But again, ang problema ko talaga dito, if they go in for that 1-1-2 lane setup, malulugi ang bottom agad na Napaka because of that Lucian. And all, ano na siguro, ang slight chance dito for Napaka to be able to go against the Lucian and the Braum is to rely on the Zyra's roots and damage output that she can do. Kasi she's not the typical support na heal you. She's more of the support that's aggressive, goes in for the harass. Support. Yeah, and that's why you're going for the Ignite on DX Ton here. But it's still very sketchy here in the side of Napaka. So, again guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 7, presented by Gigabyte, co-presented by GameX, official Cyber Cafe, Mineski Infinity.
Official Monitor View, Sonic, official gaming partner, Garena, oras na!
Yes, and
Game 2!
Yes, and we're your shoutcasters for this evening. I am, of course, Asurai, and alongside here with me is...
Manjin!
Alright, so, for the blue team, we have Napaka Pagaba.
Pabagaba.
Thank you. Nalilito talaga ako. In the top lane, we have Carsby on the Illaoi. In the jungle rather, it's gonna be MH King with the Mastery. In the mid lane, it's gonna be Hot Soup Bolivia for the Vladimir. And in the bottom lane duo, we have Come On with that Vayne, and his support will be DXTon on the Zyra.
At ito naman mga kaibigan, ang Pampangas best G-Hub .arr going for the top lane is Cool for the Renekton, and jungle nila ay si Jaja bilang si Lee Sin, si Ani Batong bakal ang mid na si Toxic, si Jao ang support na Braum, at si Valbert ang Lucian na tingnan natin kung magre-Reaver Fever. Yan, mga kaibigan.
Yes. Alright, so we're just waiting for these two teams to get into the Summoner's Rift, and so let's, while we have the time to, tingin na tayo sa mga chats natin kung sino man ang nagpapa-shoutouts dyan.
Ito na mga kaibigan, ang sabi ni Justin Zol M, puro platinum, mga
ano lang tayo dito. Alright guys, what is this? Alright. That's actually cool. Dumami ang viewers natin. Hi guys!
Hello mga viewers!
Times 4 viewers! That is awesome, guys! For you out there.
Maraming salamat mga kaibigan. Punta kayo sa page ng Mineski Events Team. I-share nyo yung game. Support nyo. Pampangas Best versus Dabawenyos, mga kaibigan. Saan makakita ng ganyan? Dito lang yan, mga kaibigan. Sa Minengi. Oras na! Mineski MPGL Season 7 League of Legends.
Yes, there we go. We have...
Ito na. Magsisimula na tayo!
Alright. And looking into it nga pala, just a little trivia here for you guys who are watching. And siyempre, napick na nga rin ng Napaka dito ang Illaoi. I'm pretty sure, narinig ko rin to from my co-casters, that Illaoi used to date Gangplank. Kaya sa champion spotlight ni Illaoi, palaging si Gangplank yung binububog niya sa mga pagpakita ng skills niya.
Ay, kaya pala. Kaya pala laging lasing to si Gangplank, pare, oy. Kaya pala laging umiinom ng orange juice.
Yeah.
Pampakalma. Pero ito
like
na, mukhang
bababa.
Ito na, magkakasalubungan na, mga kaibigan. Listen, normal kagad. Oops, easy dog lang, pero may stand dito ang Ani. Kalmahan lang tayo.
Yeah, Nicely timed
nagkahiwalay dito. Nagkahiwalay dito ang support tsaka si Annie. At sa Zyra, malayo dito. Tingnan natin. Na-slow siya dito ng Rob. Pero na-stun niya yung, na-stun din siya. DX2 tumatakbo. Na-stun ulit mga kaibigan. Naku, nag-flash out ang Zyra. Kaso 2 hits na siya dito. Tingnan natin kung magpa-flash yun dito. Pero, nice dive by Toxic Mother. First blood going for GHub.ARR.
Nice. So that was a little bit of a misplay there from Napaka.
Malayo ang
Yeah, they already set up the vision in their jungle, but then hindi na lang sila nag-back off. Alam nila na merong better CC early on. Ang G-Hub na naman for this game. Kasi last game it was the Morgana threat. It's now it's the Braum and the Annie threat. Kasi when you go for the Annie, you always go in for that instant stun skill first. And that happened. Tapos nag-follow up na lang din yung Conquest Braum. It happened in a very slow pace, but then hindi nag-react ang Napaka.
Di kasi ang alam dito ng G-Hub na yung mga heroes ng Napaka sa umpisa pa lang, aasa yan sa mga A-click. Kung wala ng mga skills na pang-stun masyado eh.
Exactly.
Zyra lang, so alam nilang malayo yung Zyra, walang mag-A-click sa kanila, game mo na yan.
Exactly.
Ito na, hindi sila nag-swap lanes mga paring Azurai.
Yeah, and looks like
going for basic sila dito.
Looks like it's just going to be slugfest here for the top lane. Hindi natin kung mananalo pa si Corksby against the Renekton.
Si cool na si Renekton. Ayan na, hinaharas siya. Pero may lifesteal yan eh. Yeah, first kill yan.
Yeah, exactly. Yung Tentacle Smash does give you the HP back pag tumama to sa isang enemy champion. And all Cole has to do here is to dodge that because he does have that circular HP back that we took already.
Happy.
Yeah, look at that range, just pushing out.
Ayan na, yan yung sinasabi natin kanina, di ba? Kahit sabi mong dalawang range yan, may unbreakable tong si, hindi mo basta mahaharas yan. At Vayne yan.
Plus, nice.
Uy, napakagandang Test of Spirit. At mukhang mabibesel dito, ang Renekton. Ayan ang sinasabi ko sa yung masakit na passive niyan, paring Azurai. Ayan o.
Alright, so sa mga guys natin ngayon na hindi pa na siya nakakaintindi sa skills ni Illaoi, for the, the heroes who are
pero ito mukhang unbreakable, chill.
Hindi nag-stand
double shot, pero nagno-normal. Silver Pass, pero ito na yung mastery. Arpa Strikers, normal part 2, normal part 1. Ito na, pero ginaw niya. Nice. Napakagandang normal. Pero Lee Sin, ma-double kill niya kaya dito. Pero dodge ball by Vladimir. Pero normal niya dito, nag-meditate dito sa MH King. Pero normal niya, isa normal ka na lang kuya mo. Pero nakapag-pass first strike out. Pero may sunog. Pero itina natin kung mag-Hadouken siya dito. Hadouken is nice. Pero napakagandang.
Yeah. Nice one, palm strike.
Nice one.
AoE too much.
Tama tayo dyan. Pero ito mukhang ma-action din yung baba. Ginugo nila, hinaharas nila yung baba. Ang aring Azurai. Mabigat si DX doon. Volado si Okomon.
That'll stop the engage there.
Sila muna.
Alright.
Mukhang mas maharas dito ang ang G-Hub. Kasi alam nila lugi yung dito eh. Ayan na. Isa ka na lang. Dalawa ka pa. Ayan na mga kaibigan.
Ouch.
Napakagandang dash in. Diba, Albert?
Yeah.
Score is 3-1 in favor of G-Hub.
Right,
under 4 minutes.
Looking into it talaga, they should have done for that lane swap and opted to go in for a top laner who can survive the 2v1 lane.
Siguro kung sa akin, kung magta-top sila tas lane swap, feeling ko Vladimir eh. Mas masusurvive.
Exactly, something like that.
Mas masusurvive niya tong Braum Lucian Classic na to eh.
Sobrang talaga. Parang dos yung composition.
Ayan yan sinasabi natin dyan, unbreakable.
Kahit isang creep hindi gusto ibigay.
Oo.
Na-support pa.
Ayan na, sabay magbabak.
Yes.
Para sa River Fever, tingnan natin kung bibili na ng item dito. Si Lucian.
Instant BF store. That's such damage spike in that bottom lane. Grabe.
Kaya niya nang harasin. Si Vayne yan.
Mas lalo
Okomon.
Lalo pang harasin.
Marami pa.
Alright, so looking into the top lane.
Tingnan natin yung top. Lamang dito sa CS, ang Renekton.
So,
ay, nadadagdag ba sa CS yun? Yung mga tentacles? Nadadagdag ba?
Okay, pag nakita natin, wait lang.
Tingnan natin. Uy, nadadagdag!
Okay.
5 seconds din yan mga kaibigan. Kahit sabihin mong 5 gold lang yan, 5 seconds din yan ng paghihintay. Kaya, kung ako sa inyo, lasitin nyo na lasitin yan bago pa mawala.
Well, problem din kasi if you allow the tentacles to survive, they add up to the damage. Hindi mo nakipag-duel ka sa kanya eh. And again guys, ito talaga yung sabihin ko. Pag yung Test of Spirit, lumabas siya yung parang na-curse ka, yung may parang aura sa Renekton.
Vessel ang tawag doon.
Yeah, exactly.
Pero ito, ginugo siya. Ayun na mga niya, humapas ang Tentacles pero sa baba. Namumula doon Zyra at ang Master i-meditate dito. Kaso lamang dito, si Nakul at si Janjan. Normally, Kaboy, mas sinahabol dito ang Bait. Oh, kumon, napakaganda stun mga kaibigan. Huli ka doon. Pak tayo!
Wow, that's such really potential there coming in.
Mukhang lamang na dito ang G-Hub.
Yeah, wala nagpa doon ng napaka.
May chance pa dito ang napaka eh. Para sa akin na taga early game, pag naharas sila ng naharas, mahihirapan na silang makabalik.
Yeah, but this is pretty bad kasi looking into the gold lead right now for G-Hub, 7 minutes into the game.
Almost 3,000.
3,000 exactly. And that would spike up Valbert here. You can see 300 44 CS.
At kung ibibase mo rin sa CS ng mid, lamang ang 6 dito sa CS, oh. Yung 15 clips na yan, equivalent niyan 1 kill.
Yes.
1 kill yan. So, importante ang CS para sa mga mga kid gamers natin dyan, ha, sa mga kids na naglolol, ha. Huwag niyong babaliwalain ang ang CS. Yung 15 na lamang na yan, equivalent yan, isang kaya kahit na pupugo ka, pag lamang ka sa CS, okay lang eh. Pero ito, nasa dito ang Zyra. Oops.
Will not happen to anything though.
Yun yung sinasabi natin eh. Tamang sustain lang sila, pero nako.
Look at this vision from G-Hub. Alam talaga nila na pwedeng mag-bot ang Master.
Bot ang He at nag-back na dito ang Lucian.
Hindi sila takot na dumating ang Master sa river. Hinayaan lang nila na dun lang sa jungle nila. Kasi alam din nila na medyo starved na si Master Yi for the kills. Kahit nung 1-2-0 siya, pa rin eh, he still lacks the items to be able to be, the Master Yi na nakakalasit.
Pero tingnan natin. Uy, ayan na. Habulin siya. Naku, instant siya. Si T-Verse in the Big Blue House, mga kaibigan. Humahabol. T-Verse in the Big Blue House.
Nice.
Kasi at naku, mukhang may steal pa ang red dito. Paring Azurai.
Labanan ng dito.
Ang galing ng G-Hub. Alam nilang going for the red ang Master Yi, no?
You have to know, kasi meron silang vision. They had the timer as well. The different timer kasi, wait for that.
Wait, taga lang. Nagkaka-actionan dito sa taas. Tentacle, sumapas mga kaibigan. Si Cool. Meron mo, kalahati lang ang damage. Tapos na lifestealin lang ni Cool yan eh.
Yeah. Problem though, Cool is taking too much damage from those tentacles talaga.
Pero kasi baka alam niya na kaya niya naman niyang psycho hit niya.
He's just trying to go in for the harass para ma-miss yung CS cards.
Correct.
Or, get his attention away from the dragon. That's what G-Hub is doing right now.
Nakuha na nila ang dragon. G-Hub going for the DR1.
And you have to note then that in terms of the top laner, si Cool ang makakancel sa teleport ni Karxv. And Karxv cannot cancel the teleport from Cool.
Kahit sabihin mong Test of Spirit yan, hindi. Spirit lang ang hinok mo. Oo, hindi siya ang hinok.
Physical body niya, teleport lang.
Yan natin. Kung ako dito sa sa nakakapag, wag nilang hayaang mag-go sila. Kung aasa sila sa late game, Crips Gaming, kailangan na ng Crips Gaming dito.
Control the game as much as possible.
As much as possible at makapag-gank ng konti ang si Alpha Strikers. Pero ito na, pumapasok dito, Glacial Fissure, hindi tumama mga kaibigan, pero mukhang mamamatay si DX doon. Pero nako, pulado dito si Cool, Alpha Strikers!
Nice. Alright, so that was a little bit aggressive.
Napakagandang trade, hindi naman.
But the problem was in the bottom lane again.
Yun nga eh.
Valbert is getting his skills.
Ayan na, malapit na yan. Isang item na lang. Maririnig na natin ang Pero eto na mga kaibigan, si Toxic! Toxic ka boy! T-Verse in the Big Blue House! Normally meron, napakagandang lifesteal. Pero Toxic has slain Karxv.
I don't know. Pagkabahala na ng Karxv para sa akin, mas pinapahingan eh. But looking into it yet again, ang nakakakuha ng kill si MHK. Granted, okay sana to kung Master Yi siya. Ang kasi nangyari dito is itemization siya is devourer.
Oh,
the devourer is it stacks too long, especially in this game na kailangan nila ng instant power.
And yan nga, asa sila talaga sa
late game talaga. But ang problema ngayon, si Common naman, sobrang iniwanan nila sa bottom lane. 54 CS to 80, 4-0-0 for the Lucian to that 0-2-0.
Tapos lamang pa sa kills, no?
Yeah, and pagkalabas ni Lucian dito, Essence River na siya.
Ayan na.
The game.
Naririnig na natin mga kaibigan. River Fever. Kanina ko ba inaabangan yung item na yan?
And yeah, but then, theoretically, kung nakakuha na ng item si Master Yi, it becomes a strong assassin police type of champion.
Kaso,
kaya ba niyang pasukin ang composition?
Ang
dami nilang disengage. May Glacial Fissure si Bro, may stun si Cool, as well as yung Sipa niya, at least in the Gragas range.
Correct.
That's all of the things that can stop the Lee from being effective for the composition.
Dragon Kick yan eh.
Because even if you have the gold...
Pero ito na mga kakasabi lang natin, Dragon Kick sa mukha mga kaibigan! Ang alipang naman. Pero ito mga kaibigan, nag-SS ang Zyra. Pero nice shield mga kaibigan. Silver Bolts tatama dito. Dalawa pang isa pang Silver Bolts. Kaya mamatayan. Napakagandang shutdown ni Okomon. Pero nag-TP dito si Bolivia. 3-9 nilang i-go. Pero hindi. Feeling ko kailangan na nila ma-push to. Kailangan na nila ma-push to bago mahuli ang lahat para maka...
Alright, so that was a shutdown kill there for Okomon. A little bit of... over-aggressive dun ang G-Hub. They didn't have to do that. They just had to harassing. But
pero ito, mag-isa dito si Toxic! Toxic T-Burst in the big blue house! Pulado si Bolivia! Pero nakapag-night steal. Pero namumula! Nice one. 1 for 1-3.
Okay.
Medyo
may magka-miss position din ng G-Hub.
4K ang lamang ng G-Hub.
Still though, with those
lamang pa rin.
2 kills, medyo na-stabilize ang nangyari at gold advantage na ginawa ng G-Hub there. But still, there is some work to be done.
May Renekton pa eh.
Yeah.
Kanina pa pala nakatihamat yan. Ngayon ko lang napansin.
Exactly. And Renekton, Tiamat, especially pag nagawa niya na itong Titanic Hydra or the Hydra is just pretty, Ravenous Hydra rather, is very strong. His harass potential is there. But it is Jaja always in the top lane, never in the bottom lane.
Hindi, kasi alam niyang kaya na ng kaya na ng tinalusian.
Ayan
na, Hadouken! Ayan na, Dragon Kick! Diba? Ayan na, Slice and Dicer! Normally mo yan! Napakaganda. Isang combo lang, pagka Dragon Kick, Slice and Dicing.
Nice insect kick there. Insect kick from Jaja. And tama ka nga sa sinabi mo na hindi nila kailangan
bumisita sa bot.
Kasi anong nangyari na doon? Kami-split lang ang G-Hub, but it's still there.
Ayan na, Glacial Fissure tinamaan! Ang main dito! Pero si Exton ang tinaget ni Lucian! Pero numanormal, double in action star ka dito mga kaibigan! Uma-action na si Okomon! Numanormal si Okomon pero kulang yan boy!
Sayang yung passive ni Zyra. Almost hit the Braum. Kami passive niya yung...
sayang kung tumama yun. May possibility ma-one hit yung Braum or patay na yung Braum. Tapos makapalag pa yung Bane, kaso...
Exactly.
Wala.
And you have to note then, I'm pretty sure that almost all ADRs go in for that Mastery Dangerous game, which gives you the instant HP back when you get a kill or assist on the enemy. That could have been enough HP for Okomon to try to do an outplay. Hopefully. I'm just saying na may damage pa si Lucian, but it's still a possibility that could have been done by Okomon kung sana tumama yun. So, a little bit of a bad play there coming in from Napaka. They didn't respect yung pick-off potential ng duo.
Uy, kalahati yung damage,
Meron pa siyang meter source.
Pero ito na, ginugo dito si Valverde. Nakapag-stun, pero Silver Bolts coming to one. Kahit pa paano, no? Medyo umaasin kasi dito. Pero ito, napakagandang T-Burst in the big blue house mga kaibigan. Meditate, pero mahabol si Bolivia. Pero napaka-desiderate. Pero ito na, wala, Ani. Goodbye, say goodbye. Uy, nabaliktad niya pa. Akala ko mapapatay siya.
Wow. It's just so much power already from the Annie. And with that double kill outplay,
item ba ng Annie? Medjay
binigyan niya pa ng 12 stacks. Look at that! Binigyan niya pa agad.
Nga. Naku, lamang na ang G-Hub dito. 14 minutes. Pero ito na!
Tentacle Smash!
Napakagandang SS.
Yan ang kailangan mong anuhin. Pag against ka kay...
Iiwas ka talaga dyan sa mga
kailangan mo talaga iwasan yung mga tentacles.
Diyan lang yung primary damage niya actually. Kaya wag kayo masyadong matakot dyan. Iiwasan mo lang yung mga octopus man na yan. Pero ito na ulit! Dragon Kick! Pero nagkamali ata ng Dragon Kick dito! Siguro kung tumama yun, hindi, kaso may Master Yi. Pero na-vessel dito. Na-slow dito si Jaja mga kaibigan. Alpha Strike! Dash in, dash out!
Nice! Tentacle Smash. Alright, so it looks like sa bottom, sa top lane, Jaja did the kick, pero yung Q ni Braum, his Ice Hadouken na lang sabihin natin, did not connect. Hadouken na lang lahat ng
Hadouken! Hadouken ni Braum.
Yeah, it didn't connect onto Karg's V. It actually, I'm pretty sure it hit. Yung Winter's Bite niya rather, yes. It didn't hit Karg's V, it hit the minion. So hindi nila follow up yung stun CC that might have killed Karg's V there in the top lane.
Pero ito na. Naku, mukhang umaasim na dito yung G-Hub eh. Para alam na nila na lamang na sila oh. 15 minutes in the game, 17-7.
Yes.
Tapos almost 7k ang
gold lead nila.
Gold lead nila.
So,
lamang na sila dito.
G-Hub here should just go for this methodically rather than, being that aggressive, just going for the pickoffs.
Objectives gaining na lang. Pero ayan oh, isang combo lang. Yung Vladimir.
Never mind.
Di na nakapaglubog.
Yeah, sinabi ko kanina, don't go for the pickups. Just go in for the Rift Herald, go for the Dragon, and then siege the turret. But then, hindi mo na-respeto ang stun ni Annie and then the damage out of the Lucian.
Hirap na dito ang nakakapagpabagabag. Pero na-stun dito.
Oh, Valver takes so much damage!
Oy, keso na. Nakapag-flash siya.
Mahil siya.
Oo, nakapag-heal siya. Pero si Annie, naku, tinatake yung Torre, pare. Pero mag-isa dito si Exton, hinabol si Exton. Tumakbo ka na, Exton. Pero napakagandang condemn. Ninonormal siya dito, may damage. Pero unbreakable.
Nice. So, at least they can get the kills. Didn't even lose anyone.
Wala.
Had to use some summoner spells, but...
Namula lang sila, namula lang.
Exactly. Another
kaso, hindi, polado rin yung Torre ng dito. Nakakapagpaka. Sa tingin mo, worth ba yun?
They can try though, but look,
wala silang napatay eh.
Looking into G-Hub, just looking into how they just want to use this game off. Wala na silang gustong kunin objectives rather than turrets.
Magdi-DR na sila, going for DR2. Hindi kasi, kung baga kaya na nila tapusin, sa akin lang, nagkahiwa-hiwalay. Siguro kung nagkadikit-dikit sila kanina, tapos na yung laban. Nagkahiwa-hiwalay lang. Kasi hinabol ni Lucian si DX Ton eh.
They really should go in for the Rift Herald kasi it'll add to
pushing
their
power.
Push power, exactly. Getting those creeps to let damage from the skills allow them to get rid of it.
Pero ito na mga kaibigan, napakagandang pasok ni Annie mga kaibigan. Si Lucian tumadashin, ninonormal si Bale, si Okomon polado si Okomon mga kaibigan, pumapasok dito si Cool, pumapasok ninonormal si Dexton, patay si Bale, patay si Dexton, Hatsu Polivia, tumakbo ka na habang may lupa, smite!
Wow! Dunking smite ba? Oo. May fade away smite natin.
Dunking smite.
Flash in smite.
Yun ang mga highlights. Umi-X games dito. Si Jaja mga kaibigan. Kasi alam niya, ayan lamang na. 23 to 9, 18 minutes. Mukhang mapapabilis na naman ang laban dito.
9,000 gold in 18 minutes in the game. Similar to what happened in game 1. Looking into it talaga, they had some some form of analysis onto the composition of G-Hub. They didn't respect yung lane dominance na meron ang Lucian and the Braum. And they got ripped to shreds. Tapos sa top lane, yes, Cool did receive 3 deaths, but then it wasn't enough because King was getting caught out a lot with it. They had 5 deaths onto himself, not even able to transform that Devourer into the Sated Devourer form.
Hindi pa pala siya nakasated. Kasi kagaya nga sabi mo, mahirap ipunin yan.
Exactly.
Kailangan talaga nila
talaga yun kasi napaka-here is moving for the late game, but G-Hub have to early game and yung late game isn't bad.
Lucian yan.
I had to pick up potential.
Lucian yan. At para sa info lang para sa mga baguhan sa Rift Herald, huwag kayong magsisisi. Pero teka lang, mukhang mamamatay dito si Jao. Pero hindi, normal. Pero nandito ngayon si Lucian. Ayan na, River Fever. Stanini by Annie mga kaibigan.
Instant.
Hindi nila mapatay ang support.
Yeah. There's gonna see the top lane and napaka-here. Can't win because we still have to worry about the minions pouring over that lane. Super minions na yun. So it's difficult to defend.
Tignan natin kung makaka-defend ng Zyra dito. Pero speaking nga kanina, yung sinasabi ko sa Herald, di ba? Huwag niyong no-normalin yan pag nakabukas yung mata ay nakasara yung mata. Pero ito na, uma-action stun dito. Ani, napakagandang stun. Naku, mukhang mamamatay na dito ang nakakapagpapagabag. Ito na si Hatsu Bolivia. Nino-normal. Dashi, uy, pulado dito si Jaja. Kaso patay din siya. Hinahabol dito si Okomon, mga kaibigan. Si Okomon mo-normal pa. Pero alam niya mamamatay siya dito. Slice and dicer. Pero ito, Alpha Strike. Normal. Nino-normal ni Lee Sin. Na-stun dito si Lee Sin, mga kaibigan. Uy, napakagandang lifesteal. Muntik na pa mabalik na.
That was a nice try there from Cool. Nakita mo doon na hindi siya nag-rotate agad. He was trying to get the frost first. Kulang lang siya sa damage. Could have gotten the outplay. But that allowed Valbert and Zhao enough time to get that inhibitor. And in the end, that's all that matters. And Zhao here is gonna
normal pa. Naku, mukhang binigay na ni Zhao yung sarili niya. Alam niya na, tinaas niya na yung kamay niya eh. Parang, surrender na ako. Lamang-lamang kami, mga pare ko eh.
Yes, Baron is now on for taking 20 minutes into the game. May makikita pa tayo super early Baron dito na walang magagawa.
Anong item yan? Parang Azurai. Ano, yan. Rapid fire cannon. Pumoproc ba sa double shot niya? Ano yan?
First hit.
First hit lang. So, bali, yung second hit, ganun din ka long range.
I don't think so. First hit lang.
Kasi di ba pampadagdag ng range yan? Kasi kung yung dalawang shot na yun, long range pareho.
And you have to note then that rapid fire cannon is the equivalent of static shift. Now for static shift, it's the wave clear, but for rapid fire cannon, it's the siege potential. Kasi yung kuryente nun tumatama sa turret.
Ay, talaga?
Yeah.
Oh, kaya pala.
And of course, sabi mo na nga, that extra range allows for the Lucian to be a bit more, safe in terms of harassment.
Kasi pagka-dash niya, may extra range siya eh.
Exactly, yeah.
Na-flash in! Flash Reavers! Pero napakagandang SS ng Zyra! Wow! Namatay ang Zyra pero si Lucian namumula dito. Hinahabol siya ni MHK. Makapag-alpha stretch kaya siya dito. Unbreakable. Facial Fissure. Mula na si MHK mga kaibigan. Normal dito. Free hit ang Fade. Hindi pinapansin pero pinansin ang Fade kasi sinabi ko. Pero ayan mga kaibigan. Mukhang nabaliktad pa sila ng Iha.
Wow.
Sayang yun.
Okay.
Yun ang sayang clash.
You have to note then that first of all, the reason why we have actually won that and didn't get punished by Napaka is because sobrang taas na ng kanilang gold advantage and all their items allowed G-Hub to survive up as well as damage Napaka so fast that Valor didn't even die. Look at the damage out.
Tina mo. 2, 3. Isa pa. Uy. Hindi na. Respect na. Buhayin na natin. Alam na natin panalo kami.
Alright, so ladies and
gentlemen,
like G-Hub will step up the ladder as they trample Napaka. Ikaw nga, sorry.
Nakakapagpabagabag. Mga kaibigan, tingnan natin ang stats dito. At nanalo mga kaibigan, ang Pampangas Best, ang G-Hub.ARR.
Yes.
Laban sa mga Dabawin News.
And you have to give it na napakaganda ng rotations doon ng G-Hub as well. So guys, what do you think about that game? Napaka-intense sobra ng laban. And I think we're gonna go for a break, but in the next match, let's check in for the schedule first. Kung sino ang magiging teams na maglalaban for another best of 3 series.
Ata yan eh.
We're just waiting for the ano lang. There we go. So it's gonna be Mad Pros versus Team Legacy in the best of 3 series here, ladies and gentlemen. So again, this has been the Minaski Pro Gaming League Season 7, presented by Gigabyte, co-presented by GameX, official Cyber Cafe, Minaski Infinity.
Official monitor, ViewSonic, official gaming partner, Garena.
Yes. And I am, of course, Azurai with an 9, alongside here with me is
Manji.
And we'll be right back.